Kelly. I'd like to play a game. I've watched your videos. You claim you like to slay. Well, how about you slay right here, tonight? Hidden behind these painful bricks are 2 special treats. If you ever want to continue your go bossing, reach out and grab them. But don't let the treats go to waste. If you cannot finish your cosplay before time runs out, this will be your last slay. Mark my words. Any attempt to violate my rules will result in immediate conclusion to your life.
I was already planning on doing this cosplay, but then they just announced that Saw 11 is canceled. But anywho, Brandy, fellow YouTuber and cosplayer, has many elevated cosplays that have a very special place in my heart. She's such a kind person, she's funny AF, she's always down to get... Oh my god. It's literally been 10 minutes, there's no way these already... She's such a kind person, she's funny AF, she always gets down with the eddies, and she loves to cosplay. She's a fellow cosplayer, or as I like to call it, a cos-slay. Cosplay but extra slay, okay? And a little fun fact that just... both her and I have made alien makeup tutorials, and they were both featured in Juno Birch's alien makeup review video. Talk about when worlds collide.
When worlds collide.
So for today's video, I'm going to be transforming myself into Billy the Puppet from the Jigsaw movies, whilst elevated. But before we do that, please take a moment to visit the links down below in the description as well as in my bio to learn more about the ongoing genocide throughout Palestine and East Turkistan, and the child labor, slavery, and genocide throughout the Congo and Sudan, and to learn more about how you can help those affected by the California wildfires. CORE, which stands for Community Organized Relief Effort, is doing wonderful things to help those in need. So please go check out that fundraiser along with my friend Sam's GoFundMe, as she was recently involved in a car accident. Please share those around, and any amount donated will help those in need. So please don't stay silent. Use your privilege, use your voice, and use your platform for good. I thank you for listening, and now let's get back into this cos-slay transformation. In my recent eco-friendly DIYs video, part 3 coming very soon, I mentioned wanting to quit puffing devices, if you catch my drift. I don't know how much I can say here on YouTube, but I hope you understand. But I can proudly say that I have not bought or puffed a device in well over 4 months now. Okay, and since then I have just been on my Eddie grind, and boy oh boy, like, I knew I hit my pen a lot, but boy, did I hit it a lot. This is not at all me shaming those who do puff. You can get elevated as you please. I honestly do not care what you do, as long as you are not hurting yourself or hurting others. Get elevated, I don't care. I just quit for ethical reasons because cobalt, along with many other materials, are sourced and mined from the Congo, and those materials are used to make technology, which is like a puffing device. So I quit for that, but also just for health reasons. My insides feel a lot better. This video is not at all sponsored or affiliated with any products or brands shown or mentioned, though it could be. But I do recommend and will be using Made by a Farmer. Kinda dressed like a farmer. I very fortunately found this brand because I was searching for vegan special treats, but these are also gluten-free. They have all locally sourced materials, or ingredients I should say. Plus they are very affordable and fast acting. It's been just about 20 minutes. I feel like these are fast acting. But since quitting ye old puffing device, my tolerance has gone way down, and just taking 10 milligrams at a time, I feel fine, but I want to feel dandy. So today I took 20.
I told you a million trillion times I did not touch her.
As Brandy would say, down the hatch, but I already did that like 20 minutes ago. So I guess I'm just gonna wait about an hour for these to fully kick in, and then I'll be back and we can do this cosplay. I don't know why I just feel so nervous. Oh my god, why is this giving me the nerves? I have like the jitterbugs. I actually switched my chair. You can't even see it, oh my god. Literally in all my videos that I'm like sitting right here, like sitting at my desk, I have this wooden chair. It's so creaky, it was like so annoying, but also it was too tall because the little table that I use whenever I film makeup videos, it's just like this short little folding table. I mean, it's the perfect size and it's, I don't know, easy to move. So I just use this, but the wooden chair that I would use was like way too tall, and so like my knees would be like right at the table and then I would just have to sit weird. It was too loud, and also it's too tall for my desk. Like, I think that's a children's desk, but I'm in a children's chair, but my posture feels so much better. Like, my legs are like at a 90-degree angle right now. Adding this to my 2025 secondhand haul. Okay, let's get into it. So I have all of my products laid out in front of me right here, and I already did my skincare, if you can tell by my glowy dewy face. But also, if you're new to my channel, my eyebrows don't look like this naturally. I brow blocked them, and if you want to see how to do this in the full tutorial, then be sure to watch my gothic makeup and hair tutorial. But brow blocking is basically just taking a glue stick, water soluble, skin safe, and gluing your hairs up so that it is flat on your face, and you can just put makeup on top and no more eyebrows. So let's transform into Billy the Puppet. I painted my nails. Okay, they look bad, but also like, I don't mind if this makeup is messy, and same with the nails. Billy, his makeup over time kind of wears down, so I'm just going for that look. So this past fall and winter, I binge watched the entire Saw movie franchise with my sibling, and that was my very first time seeing any of the movies. And I am obsessed. They're gory as fuck, but they're funny as fuck. It's too good. It's like dark comedy, but also there is so much tea and drama that you're just like, okay, what's gonna happen next? And all of the movies are intertwined. And so those movies are so good. But like I mentioned when I first started this movie, I literally was already planning on doing a Billy the Puppet cosplay sometime, but then like they literally just canceled the 11th movie. I will personally pay for that movie to continue. If you guys want to help donate with me, let's go. I don't know if I have that money, but I just highly recommend watching those movies. Like, they're too good. John Kramer, I hope I'm on your good side after this. John Kramer is Billy the Puppet's daddy. So before I do any makeup, I need to transform my facial features. Now, I do have like pretty nice cheekbones, but Billy's, holy cow, he's got those Lisa Rinna cheekbones, okay? But he also has a crimson chin and a very pronounced nose, and so I'm just gonna be doing a little SFX to mimic that look. He also has poppin' brow bones, but here's the thing. I plan on just covering up my eyebrows and then putting white right on top and then contouring them to look like that. And I did see a really good tutorial from Mikey, otherwise known as Glam and Gore. She's back! But it was an older video where she did brow blocking, but then she put Vaseline on top of that, and then she put SFX on top of that, and the Vaseline is just like a barrier so that your eyebrow hairs will stay intact. Even though there's glue and everything, like SFX, latex, spirit gum, that will remove hairs. Trust me. So obviously I'm very worried to do that, and I'm gonna skip that today. I'm just gonna contour like I said. I don't know if I trust myself whilst elevated, okay? So maybe another time. So I'm just gonna build up my cheekbones, my nose, and my chin. And another key little physical feature on Billy is his glowing red eyes. Now, I'm still on the hunt for an ethically made colored contact brand. The ones that have been recommended to me, they're all, I don't trust them. Always look at the bad reviews too. okay? There were many for the ones. And anyways, I didn't trust those. So if you have any ethically made colored contact brands, please drop those recommendations down below. I have so many cosplays I want to do, and the eye color really transforms it. But I think having like naturally red eyes will suffice for this look anyway, so I'm okay for now. Also, these eyes would be perfect for Anakin when he's turning into Darth Anakin and he's falling into the lava. But like right before, when he still has his like beautiful hair and he's all like, you know. So before I actually apply any SFX, I like to take a brown pencil, even when I'm doing eye looks, just like eyeshadow, not really contouring, but just like anything where I need to like figure out the placement. I just take a little brown pencil like this that you can easily just smudge away or whatever, trace out your design. This is so helpful for like mapping out any features, especially when I did my Nosferatu cosplay. Holy cow, that helped. I'll leave that linked down below. Go check it out. That's literally one of my favorite videos I ever made, and nobody's seen it. I hate the algorithm. But once I map this out, I am then going to go in with liquid latex. And if you have never used liquid latex, spirit gum, any kind of products at all, skincare, any products at all, you should always test it on the inside of your wrist, because that is the closest to your face skin in terms of like texture and whatnot. But especially with liquid latex, latex is one of the most common allergies there is, so just test it there. If your skin is not feeling right, if it's changing to red, you know it's not for you. Let me pull up some pictures of Billy here. I already have a folder saved, but I just need to look at them so I can get everything mapped out correctly. I need to look in there, I always... Eyelashes lifted and brows laminated. I have brow blocked many a time now, probably like only 4 or 5, but yeah, a decent amount. So I always use the same glue. It's not expired, but I've never applied concealer on top. I've only ever done eyeshadow and then my white foundation. I don't know why my eyebrows are like tingling right now, like they don't hurt. I've never felt this sensation before when my brows are blocked. But also I usually put like orange eyeshadow on top to like counteract the blue, which I still will, but I've never started with concealer, and honestly I feel like I should. Well, I mean, I haven't fully done it yet, so let me do it and then I'll give my thoughts. That actually no, I don't want to see myself in the mirror. Oh my. It's been an hour. So I did my eyebrows. I mean, I feel like that really didn't do a difference.Maybe it helped the eyeshadow stick better. Yeah. So now I'm going to trace the features onto my face, not the eyebrows. Well, I'll trace that so that I can contour it, but no SFX on the eyebrows because I'm not doing Vaseline. I'm not messing with that. Okay, let's do it. See how purple my under eyes are? I feel like they're more prominent when my eyes are red. And that's on not sleeping, but that's on being a Vulcan. If you know, you know. Watch my Vulcan cosplay video that just came out. If you want. Subscribe if you want. Like if you want. Now, I actually did a little research and then I found out that people who are subscribed to me, they're like really funny, cool, and awesome. And beautiful. Okay? I don't know. Just found that out. Okay, honestly, we have the same eyebrow shape. The caterpillar that is formed there is the same shape as his eyebrow. I look like an angry bird. So now that I look like this, it is time to apply the SFX. And for that, I'm just gonna be using this liquid latex. I like to reuse cotton swabs. I just take the ends off and then I use them for crafting. These have really come in handy, especially for applying SFX, just to spread everything around, because you're gonna toss it out anyways, you can't reuse it. You can. Then I'm also gonna take a cotton ball and shred it apart like that, and some TP, just shred it up. Last time when I applied SFX for my count or luck video, I applied it too close to my eye and way too close to my hairline. I mean, I had to because of his spots and everything. If I had known that Vaseline trick back then, I could have just put it on my hair. I feel like that would have been fine, but now I know for future cosplays. So this time I'm gonna keep it well below my bag. I like how it's so pronounced that I can just tell like where to not put it, you know? But also, I noticed this when I did my Joker cosplay. Obviously I had to make a Joker smile, but I applied it over my smile lines, and so it was lifting all the time and I couldn't do like a full Joker smile. I might want to redo that one day, but that shoot was... that turned out too good. If you want to see, follow my photography page at SharpShotPhoto on Blue Sky. But I noticed that when I did my Joker cosplay that... I already said that. So when I do my cheekbones now, I'm gonna do it above my smile line, but also I feel like concentrating it more on the apples will help it look good, and I kind of fanned it out as well to give more of a 3D effect because his cheekbones are like literal circles. But also, I can't wait to do the chin. Oh my god. Okay, let's just do it. Shh. Olive can't be in here. Olive can't be in here. But I just need to talk while I do this so I can just keep going. I forgot which video it was where I was talking about this, but I was talking about Patrick Wilson. And then when I first like discovered him from like the Conjuring Annabelle movies, that I was like obsessed. Have you seen him? So when I first found out who he was, I was like, OMG, OMG, like I need to look into this dude. What else does he do? Like what other movies was he in? And I saw this like video of him singing. I was so amazed. Like he has such an incredible voice. I was so amazed.
But he's more than daddy to me.
Loving you is not a choice and not much reason to rejoice.
I just had to post it to TikTok. Yeah, I'm not on there anymore, don't bother. But I had to post it somewhere and it didn't really match my Instagram theme. I don't post there either anymore, so don't bother. But I posted that video because I was so amazed, and a couple people were like, oh my god, yeah, I love his singing. When I found out too, that was so cool. Like they were like normal comments. But then this surge of like old, well, middle-aged women, they just found that video and they were so like baffled by the fact that I didn't know that he could sing, and they were all like,
oh my gosh, how could you not know this about him? That's what he's known for.
I replied, I'm like, I only know this guy from horror movies. And they're like,
He was in Phantom of the Opera. How have you never seen that? Like, people know him for singing in that movie. I'm like,
bro, I literally just gave you an explanation. But also, I have never been a musical person unless it is a movie with animals singing and not humans. But anyways, that was like 5, maybe 6 years ago. I was just like, what the what, guys? Like, y'all are odd. I do like a few human musicals, like Singing in the Rain. I love that movie. Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. High School Musical. Cheetah Girls. Phineas and Ferb. But yeah, I was just never like into human musicals because they're just like cringe. At La La Land. Was that karma for saying that? I don't know. I just don't, I don't care for that movie. And I had to watch it, but I got through it. BJ Barnum, Zendaya, Zac Efron. What the fuck is it called? I don't know, it's irrelevant to me. But oh my god, that one drug commercial that uses "Look out, 'cause here I come." Every time I hear that, like I physically cringe because I just think of that movie. Also, I hate that movie because it is historically not correct at all. They make Barnum guy in the movie like this savior man, white savior literally, and like that is quite the opposite of what he was in real life. Like he was terrible. He abused the other like circus performers and stuff like that. And then I found that out, like, ew, what the what. But then also another key thing is that they lied about opera singer lady, the ginger lady who sings in the opera, but they lied about her. They make her like this homewrecker villain in the movie, but in real life she was a philanthropist, and she literally donated all the money that she made on that tour to some really good charity or something. I'm just like, what the actual what? Why would they do that? I know men did that. That really irks me. But like, I disliked the movie before I knew that, so like now I actually have like a valid reason to hate that movie. I'm just gonna time lapse the rest of this because I need to zone in. I didn't even finish saying what I was saying about Patrick Wilson. I posted that and all the ladies are like, wah, 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 about that movie, whatever, Phantom of the Opera, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I never I mean, obviously I did want to check it out only because he was in it. I guess I never watched it until recently because then I saw that it was free on YouTube. And so I saved it and then I watched it just over a week ago. I've listened to the song Phantom of the Opera probably 25 times in the past week. They put like literal crack in that song. It is so good. I do want to talk about that movie. There will be spoilers, okay? Phantom of the Opera 2004. So going in, I had like no expectations. But like I knew that Patrick Wilson can sing really good, so I'm like, okay, I'm excited for this. And I didn't know like anything about the like storyline, like the plot, so I was just like, okay, let's see what happens. And it starts out like so dramatic, like Nana Noodleman when she opens for the first Sing movie. That is a really good musical movie. It's like doing plastic surgery. But anyways, the opening was very dramatic, and surprisingly that movie was actually like quite funny. Like I said, I had no expectations. Like I did not know what to expect. And the main girl, Christine, the first time I saw her, I'm like, oh my god, she looks like Catherine from Vampire Diaries, like her hair, but also like her wardrobe. But that movie, let me just spit it out. So there's the main character, Christine, and then there is her boo, Raoul, who is played by Patrick Wilson. And then there is the Phantom of the Opera, and right off the bat I compared him to Brahms from The Boy. I don't know what the heck The Boy 2 was all about. They changed the lore. If you know, you know. But I'm kind of obsessed with The Boy. First time I watched it, it was one of the first like horror movies that I actually watched on my own, because I had just watched the Conjuring movies and I'm like, oh my god, I can do any scary movie now. I'm like, the Phantom of the Opera is literally Brahms, because just a little spoiler for the Boy movie, someone lives in the walls, and so that's literally the Phantom of the Opera. What is his name? Does he actually have a name? He was called like a devil child or something. I'm like, dang. But he is a devil adult man, like he's a man baby. I called him the Menace of the Opera, but at first I accidentally called him the Phantom of the Menace, like the Star Wars movie. Oh my god, this is kind of like a Star Wars hairstyle. Oh my god, Patrick Wilson singing in that movie, phenomenal. I mean, like, wow. Now it is gonna be a little bumpy, obviously, because I'm using toilet paper, and I'm trying to be careful, okay? But this is what the end is looking like after how long, I don't know, but that's why you just use the other end. But also I have many more that I can use. Oh, it looks bumpy and everything and whatever, because like I said, his appearance, his makeup over time kind of gets a little beaten up and everything, and so there might be some like chips off the old block. But oh, he's not the Phantom of the Menace of the Opera. Literally, oh my god, he annoyed the fuck out of me. Literally so annoying, but also so creepy. More spoilers. He is like old enough to be her dad, which whatever, but the fact that she literally, Christine, she literally grew up and he was like basically grooming her, but like she didn't even like know him. She only knew his voice. And then he was like trying to be her lover, but then also like her teacher slash mother said that he is like her son, but also she wanted them to fall in love, and he's old and he was like a father figure. So that entire portion of the plot had me like, ew. But also, he's incredibly annoying. Oh my god, I just wanted him to STFU like every time he would go on screen. And if there's a version of that movie where like he's not talking, like it's cut out of him talking, like it's just music in the back, and then also like whenever he's singing it's just the instrumental, like if that's a thing, I want that movie. But also his singing is just incredibly annoying. Like he sounds like he should be in like an actual play, like very theatrical the way he sings, like he should be in a cartoon musical, because everyone else sings very like opera style. Even Patrick Wilson, his voice just stood out so much from that, but literally everything else aside from that in that movie was so cool. Like the sets were just so incredible. But also what I'm most in awe with is the Phantom. He has his own little underground lair, like wannabe Batcave. That entire thing, I'm like, what? I'm just gonna complete my nose and then I'll be back. I don't want to take too long with. So, a few little updates. I finished my nose job, my paper mache nose job, okay? But also, it began blizzarding outside. Snow. I'm still gonna film my reveal outside. You'll be able to see my tracks. Anyways, I finished the nose. It looks very flat on camera. I feel like I just need to add a bit more latex just to smooth it out. And then obviously once I have foundation on top, like the contouring will help it come together. Now that I look like handsome Squidward, I'm just gonna make sure everything is totally dry, and then I'm gonna apply a layer of white foundation, and then I'm just gonna set that with some setting powder, and then it'll be time to contour. So the makeup is all done now, but Billy has one more very important feature, his black wig. Now I just recently got this at Ye Olde Party City, which is not a thing anymore. I can't believe that, but I could use this for so many other cosplays, you know? But now it's just like, where am I gonna get other wigs and SFX products? I don't know, I guess future me will have to worry about that, huh? So I'm gonna put this on camera, and then I'll do the final reveal. And my outfit is literally all secondhand, aside from the wig, so. Okay. As you can see, this wig like really keeps falling forward. It's a heavy wig. Like there's a lot of hair on this wig, synthetic. But I think I just need to like pin it back. But here's the final reveal. So, I mean, I ate this up. Not gonna lie, I ate this up, okay? I feel like the nose could have been a bit better. It was difficult, but like, I'm glad the eyebrows worked out. Oh my god. They're a tad orangey, but they look good. There's enough like black and gray around it. Oh my god. I see you. She's poking her head out from under the bed. I see you. Oh, she went back under. I'm glad the makeup turned out good. Literally, whilst we were filming and we were going back to the car, this old lady was getting her mail and she just looked at us and smiled. This was like normal. I don't know, but I don't know, maybe she's a cosplayer, maybe she knew that I was a celebrity or something. I don't know. I'm glad I did these doll lashes, and the cheekbones I think are my favorite part. The spirals just bring it all together, but also the wig worked out really well. I need to like, it's like cheap synthetic, so I don't know how to manage this and keep it like all nicely curled and everything. Like, I'm gonna keep it in the bag in the hairnet that I'm wearing right now. I'm so glad my outfit worked out too. Oh my gosh, but it was very cold, but the sun was warm. The sun came out, as you saw, but I'm very happy that it all turned out okay and that the weather was okay. I did not want to do this morning. I had been planning just to do it, just to get it over with, so I have enough time to get it up in time for 420, but I did not want to do it this morning. But I just started braiding my hair and then I did my eyebrows and I'm like, okay, I just gotta. So that super snazzy tricycle that you saw, that was actually from my grandma's basement. A basement, of course, how creepy, but like she literally had almost the exact one that is in the movies. Go off, queen. I just feel like if I did not have that, like, yeah, it would have been cute, but oh my god, like that made it such a good cosplay. and I mean everything like went together pretty well. And oh hey, where did you just jump from? She's being a scaredy cat because she's a black cat. This is a cos-slay. For real, for real. Whilst I was out filming the reveal, I also filmed a little short, a reel, whatever the flippity flop they're calling it. Go check it out. It's to a song that will get me a copyright strike just like that on this video. So it's gonna be in my shorts tab. So check it out. I'm very happy with this. Hopefully John Kramer sees this and the rest of the people involved with Saw 11 and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, I guess we have to do it now, you know? But also, oh my gosh, it feels so nice to have like long full hair. I forgot what this feels like. I don't have curly hair, but I have wavy hair, so I know what having full hair feels like. I'm glad this all worked out. I'm glad I could slay. I'm glad I could get this cosplay done. I'm glad that I could try out some different like SFX things and they worked out well. And I'm glad that I figured out that I could just literally put a cotton ball in the center instead of like layering and layering and layering. That would have taken me forever. Check out the links in my bio and in the description below. And thank you for watching. Thank you so very much if you made it to this point. Let me know, are you team John Kramer or team Eric Allen Kramer? Let me know down below. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want, if you just want to support me and see more of this. But also doing those interactions, even clicking copy link or sharing it, better yet, that really helps with the algorithm and so that it will actually push my videos out there. So that would be deeply appreciated if you want. I don't know, maybe I'll dye my hair black. Okay, this makes me look so tan though. What other cosplays could I do with this? One that I really want to do, another horror movie, Malignant. I love that movie. I know that movie has so many mixed reviews. It's a camp movie, okay? It's meant to be funny, goofy, silly. Also, Barbarian. I could be Mother, but also, speaking of Mother, I could be Fred Armisen. I am your mother!
Oh no, you don't. I am your mother! I'm your mother. No. Hey, you know what? I am your mother.
Who else has black hair? Mother Gothel. If you made it this far, even further, comment down below some characters with black hair that I could cosplay. It could be literally anything, But yeah, I hope you have a super slay day, a fabulous weekend, and a super wonderful next week. And my timer is about to go off as well, so thank God I finished this in time so that I can upload this video for you guys. Okay, bye! She's just such a kind person. She's funny AF, and I love all of her cosplays, and she's such a kind person. She's funny AF. She loves to no! She's such a kind person. Oh my God. She's such a kind person. She's funny AF. She's always down to... I was thinking like a Viking. A Viking? I feel like they would do this too. Let's redo that!
Action.
Loving you is not a choice and not much reason to rejoice.